Hey everybody, welcome back to the You Should Know Podcast, Season 2, Episode 17. Wow. That was a crazy wow. That was a little too enthusiastic, as some might say. That might have just bursted some eardrums. People might have just clicked on this video and been like, wow, that's a lot of energy out of the gate. But that's what we do here at the You Should Know Podcast. Guys, we're almost there. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. That's insane. If you know me, you know that's been a huge goal of mine since I started this good old podcast here some years back. And we're almost there. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. So go ahead and get you some good karma right now. Click that subscribe button. I know a lot of people are new here and they're like, good karma, Peyton, what do you mean? Good karma. Explain that to me. I'm new here. I don't understand what you mean by good karma. When I say good karma, that means if you could do something for somebody that doesn't hurt you at all or doesn't cost you anything, 9 times out of 10, that might not be a scientific statistic. That was a lot of S's and C's in one sentence, and that was hard for me to enunciate, hard for me to get out. But I did it. Maybe not the smoothest, but I did it. If you can do that for somebody, you might get some good karma back. And the way you can get good karma right now is looking below you. And if you see that subscribe button isn't pressed, what is it? You're wrong. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Also, if you look below that and you see that comment section isn't fulfilled with your name right now, you're wrong. Go ahead and get you some good karma. Leave a comment. I try to respond to every single comment. Every single one. You might not even know what to say. Just go ahead and leave a comment. Who cares? Say whatever. Put your thesis statement that you just wrote for your class in there. It's summertime. No one's in class. Maybe you are. Maybe you're one of those students that's like, I need to get summer classes in. I hated you whenever I was in school. Because how could you do that? How can you possibly do school year round? I couldn't do it. I could barely do it in season. This week is a great week, guys. A little announcement. You ready? Drum roll, please. Nobody's going to do it. I already know. Don't even try. Don't even try. Big announcement. There's going to be 2 videos this week on this channel. 2 videos. What? Insane. Peyton, 2 videos in 1 week? That's unheard of. Can you even do that? I can, and I am. I'm going to do it. You're going to get this podcast that you're listening to, watching to right now. And also, you're getting the DreamCon vlog. We've been talking about that for so long, and it's here. DreamCon happened this weekend. Now, it's going to be a little confusing because I haven't been there yet. This episode is being filmed at different times. I'm going to look different in this episode. This episode is filmed before DreamCon, and I don't have a haircut. You can see the beard's growing in a little bit. I'm looking a little scruffy, a little rough. Later on this episode, you'll see a clean, nice haircut, Peyton, no hat. What? No hat. I know. Crazy stuff going on. But the DreamCon vlog is happening. It's going to be uploaded this week. I'm so excited for it. So if you want to be updated on when that comes out, you have to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram at PSH8. Follow me on Instagram at PSH8. I know a large majority, sorry, a lot of internal gases coming up. I know a lot of you aren't following me on Instagram at PSH8, and you don't get the updates. You don't get to be involved in the show because that's where I get y'all's questions on Instagram. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram at PSH8. And I got different fabrics on. Shout me out real quick. Peyton's not dressed the same as he always is. You know what? Even though I am wearing different fabrics right now, I'm not feeling too comfortable. I'm not feeling too good. This isn't the best fabrics. It might just look different, but it's not the best fabrics. I would much rather be wearing the You Should Know merch. And you can get that at youshouldknowstudios.com. The link is right there in the description. Go to youshouldknowstudios.com, get you some merch. Guys, this episode's going to be a great one. It's going to be a little all over the place. Just know that Peyton it's hectic right now. I got a lot to take care of. I got to take care of the podcast. Got to take care of DreamCon. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm moving. I'm still going to be in this area, but I'm just moving. It's going to be it's a crazy week. So bear with me. It's still going to be a great episode. I know in the title y'all saw that I am calling an ex. Ooh, Peyton's calling an ex. We get to hear from one of them. You are. You remember that date story that I told about the girl that gave me the item, and then she threw the thing off a Top Golf and hit her face at the Dave & Buster, started bleeding everywhere, and then proceeded to give me a gift? We're going to call her live on this episode. Ooh, that's going to be fun. That's going to be real good. We get to get her side of the story. Because I know it might be a little unfair. I just get to tell all these stories. Y'all don't get the other perspective. I'm here to give y'all grade A1 content. Y'all get to hear from the girl from that date. This is going to be a great episode. I'm a little nervous about that. Bear with me. It's going to be different outfit changes. Going to be different hairstyles. It's going to be a little different this episode. That's fine. That's fine. Don't even worry about that. Also, we had a tragedy here at the You Should Know podcast. Everybody, moment of silence, please. We can't do a moment of silence because that would be dead air. And if you do a podcast, you can't have dead air because that will confuse the listeners. So that was your moment of silence. We had a loss here at the You Should Know podcast. It is sad. If you know what You Should Know Studios looks like, if you watched the episode a couple episodes ago where I tried the Vienna sausages, you got to see kind of the studio, and it's just glass. Like behind these cameras, it's all just glass. And it's like a fishbowl-esque, you know what I mean? And, that might be confusing to some animals. They might think, oh, that's a passageway to freedom, a passageway to a different world if I just go through that glass. Little do they know, you can't go through glass. You can't physically at all. No. You'd have to be the Flash, and they're not. So there was a tragic loss here at the You Should Know Studios. Moments before we pressed record here, there was a small bird, that tried to fly in through the glass window right here at my 12 o'clock, and they did perish, and they're just laying there on the roof because there's like a little roof, and then there's our glass. They're just dead. That was such a harsh way to put it. Yeah, they're gone. They tried to get in. You can't do it. You can't. And so this episode is dedicated to that small animal. But be sure to go follow me on Instagram, guys, so y'all can be updated when that DreamCon vlog comes out. I've worked really hard on it. It takes so much preparation for this vlog because I don't do vlogs. And if you watch this vlog later in the week and you want more vlogs, you get to see me outside of this studio. You get to actually see me standing up, interacting with people, seeing me actually be awkward. You get to see me interact with you guys. Maybe you were at DreamCon and you got to be featured in the vlog because you came up to me, you're like, Peyton, I love the show. And I was like, come and get in the vlog. So maybe you'll see yourself. Even if you don't even know who I am and you just know who I am after DreamCon, you might see yourself in an exterior shot and be like, there's me in the background. So go and follow me on Instagram so you can update it when episodes drop, when vlogs drop, exclusive content, and you get to be involved in the show. And you get pretty pictures of Peyton. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want a couple pretty pictures of Peyton? Huh? That's where they get uploaded. On the road to 10K. Nope, that's it. All right, guys. Just bear with me. It's going to look a little different throughout the episode. We got cool stuff coming. I'll see y'all soon.
The You Should Know podcast.
Hey, is crotch discomfort hurting your game? Fear no more. The kings of crotch comfort, Manscaped, have spent 2 years designing the most comfortable boxer briefs out there. Sleek, soft, comfortable, and flexible, the brand new Boxer 2.0 from Manscaped take your balls to the royal ball throne. The global leaders in below-the-waist grooming have the Lawnmower 4.0 for the trimming, so you can wear the Boxers 2.0 for the chillin'. You know what I mean? They even trademarked the jewel pouch, so you know it's serious. I think it's time you invest in your family jewels, so let your bulge breathe and get 20% off and free shipping with code PSH at manscaped.com. Hey. Let's just say that you're on a date and your partner catches that Manscaped on the waistband of your underwear. It's almost guaranteed to raise some eyebrows and act like a billboard on the way to Pleasure Town. You know what I mean? Come on. I'm just trying to help the people out. You know what I mean? They came out with new boxers. They're really comfortable and they look good. That waistband, that Manscaped on the waistband, you know what I mean? Oh my God. I'm telling you, it's good stuff. So be proud of your underwear and wear the Manscaped waistband with the badge of honor. Your balls deserve it. Remember, get 20% off and free shipping with my code PSH at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with my code PSH at manscaped.com. Up your crotch game because once the Boxer 2.0s touch that sack, you'll never go back. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Manscaped, for sponsoring the You Should Know podcast. I love you with all my heart. I see all y'all using that promo code. It's at the top of the description right there. Go ahead and click it. PSH at checkout, 20% off and free worldwide shipping. Now back to the rest of the podcast.
The You Should Know podcast.
All right, the kid is back. He's back here. The kid is I am him, he is me. You can see no more hat, the beard gone. Now my hair is a little dry at the top. It's been a busy day, all right? It's been a busy 24 hours. It's been 24 hours since I last shot the other one. You can tell I'm in a scramble right now. My brain isn't always there. It's specifically now. All right, I'm going to calm down so I stop stuttering. Do not skip past this because I have an important announcement. It's like a part 2 to the intro. I know I said the DreamCon vlog is coming this week. It still might. I don't know. You're going to know before me. If not, then it is going to come next week. You're going to have a week where you get 2 videos. That's very important. I made a promise to you. You're going to get a week where you get 2 videos. You're going to get a podcast Monday, then the DreamCon vlog later in that week. It just depends. There's companies involved now. It's just a bunch of boring shit that doesn't concern y'all. Like, y'all don't care. Y'all just want the video, and I understand. And I'm going to get y'all the DreamCon vlog. I just got to figure some stuff out. Got to read through some contracts. Got to figure out some logistics, and then we're going to get to that. That's enough announcements. I need to talk about something real quick. Something that is very important to me. I feel like I have a lot of niche pet peeves. Pet peeves that a lot of people don't have that might bother some people whenever they hear it. Like, I doubt that anybody watching this right now is going to feel the same way that I feel, but I have to get this out or it's going to bother me for the rest of my life. I don't like whenever I hear a noise or hear music and I can't identify where it's coming from. That just, it just irks something deep in my soul. It makes every inch of my body itch. Every crevice is going to tingle a little bit if I can't find out where the source of that noise or music is coming from. I already have early stages of memory loss and brain problems going on, so don't make me think it's happening faster than it already is. I have to see an intercom or I have to see an auxiliary cable or it's going to make me feel like I'm going nuts. You tell me where that music's coming from or there's going to be a problem inside of this establishment. I told y'all these are weird and y'all probably are not going to agree with the rest of them, but I have to know if somebody out there does, because I don't like whenever there's smelly food in a small area. Not the obvious, like, ooh, those are anchovies at this restaurant. Like, gross, why are you doing that? Why are you pulling out fish inside of the classroom? No. Everybody knows that that's wrong. But if we're on a road trip and you bring beef jerky into the car, open it up, and you hotbox our vehicle with that beef jerky, you're a selfish person. You belong on Alcatraz. What is happening? Why are you doing that in here? There are so many other options inside of that gas station. Maybe a potato chip, maybe some peanuts if no one has an allergy. But if you're getting beef jerky, one of the strongest smelling meats available on the market, and you're opening it inside of this minivan, what is wrong with you? Do you not think of other people whenever you're acting? Or are you just deciding, hey, this is what I want, to hell with everybody else's nasal cavities, am I right? I also don't like seeing things in public that make me uncomfortable. Now, before y'all get mad, y'all have to listen to my explanation. I don't like seeing things that are out of order. I don't like seeing when people have luggage anywhere else but the airport. I physically do not understand why you have a suitcase going down the sidewalk. Where are you going? Why is that happening? I saw somebody in Target the other day and they had 2 suitcases rolling them through the milk aisle. They didn't just buy them at the Target. They didn't have the tags on them. Trust me, that luggage that they were hauling around had a little bit of damage on it. You could tell that it's been around a couple Southwest Airlines before. It's been in the undercarriage or maybe the upper department if they had room for that day. But why is it inside of the Target? What are you doing? Why do you need that much utility space just walking around freely? What are you doing with the suitcases? Not only does it seem like that might be a hazard and you might be doing something wrong, but why is it there? Why do you have that? There's backpacks, there's purses. Why do you need luggage inside of this Whole Foods right now? Do you know what I mean? Why is that there? Tell me why you're rolling that around in here. This next one might come from a place of jealousy, but it makes me so uncomfortable when I see people in denim jeans, long sleeves in the summer outside. How are you not passed out on the pavement right now? How are you not sweating? Every time I see people outside in the 110 degree weather with denim jeans on, no sweat, no sense of uncomfortability. How are you performing regular life like that? You know what I mean? How are you behaving this way? Trust me, I understand sometimes it's like you don't want to show your body like that. You might be insecure about something. Trust me, I'm insecure about my legs. I'm 2 inches away from flamingo right here on the leg. But I will be damned if I'm wearing denim jeans in 110 degree weather. I will perish. If you see Peyton in pants in the summer, That's his last day. He's not going to make it from point A to point B. He's just not. I'm not going to do it. How do you do that without sweating? I sweat inside of my apartment whenever the thermostat is at 62. That's just the kind of guy I am. How are you doing that? Also, I was walking through the mall the other day and I saw this man going through the mall with an Xbox headset on. The mic was pulled over to his mouth. He was talking to somebody. What? How does that work? Who are you talking to on that? Where is that cord connected? It was in his pocket, but why are you doing that? You can't. There's so many alternative options than having the turtle beaches on with the mic over your mouth, and you're talking to somebody. He also had 32 fluid ounces of a Pepsi. I could tell it's a Pepsi. I could tell by the bubbles. How are you doing that? Why are you going through this mall with that? So much liquid and the headset on. Y'all might think I'm a mean, judgmental person, but I'm just telling you what makes me uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, why is there so much liquid inside of that cup? And why do you have such big headphones on with the mic over your mouth? He was talking to somebody. I'm telling you what's happening inside of this mall.
The You Should Know Podcast.
This is a very embarrassing story that I'm about to tell, and I'm going to regret putting this out, but this happened a while ago, and now I feel like I can tell it now that I'm a grown man. I'm a little bit older. I've had some more life experiences, and the embarrassment has passed for the most part. But everybody watching this and listening to this right now, just please reserve your judgment to yourself, you know what I mean, and just keep it inside, not on the keyboard, not in my DMs. Let's just reserve the judgment for Peyton. Let's just not say anything. Let's have all support down here in the comment section, you know what I mean? There was this girl in high school that I had a huge crush on, but this girl didn't like guys like me. She didn't like the city boys. She liked the country guys that were good with their hands, could fix things only with their phalanges. She liked the type of guys that if you were to go on a camping date and you didn't have any food, water, shelter, she wanted the guy that could pull out a bow and arrow and take care of y'all for the next 3 days. I wasn't that type of guy, but that wasn't going to stop me at all from pretending like I was. More specifically, she liked car guys that knew what everything inside of a car meant. If that guy were to flip open the hood of the car and look at all the interior design, know what goes with what, where you pour the liquid, how you fix the battery, all that. Oh God, I wasn't that type of guy at all. I can't even begin to fathom how they even manufacture a car. Like, that is rocket science to me. How did they even do that? But I was so into this girl that I had to pretend. I had to be somebody that I wasn't to get this girl to like me back. It was dumb, but I had to do it. I had a big old crush. Fast forward later in the year, me and this girl started to get to know each other a little bit better. Well, at least she thought she knew me better. We started to form a relationship with each other. We were dating now. During the duration of this short relationship, I was doing a great job pretending to be somebody who I wasn't. She didn't know I was a city boy who didn't know how to do anything with his hands. Until one day we were driving back from the lake. Don't ask me why I was at a lake. I don't even know how to swim. But we were driving back from the lake, and for some reason, she decided, hey, Peyton, I want to drive. Anytime we were together, I was driving. That was just the gentleman thing to do. I was like, hey, I don't want you to worry about anything. I'll take care of the wheel. So whenever we were driving back from the lake, the road wasn't a paved road. It wasn't nice at all. A lot of sediment, a lot of rock. As we were driving down the road, boom, the right tire, done for. No coming back. She was like, oh no, my tire. And I was like, oh damn, that sucks. I was just sitting there. Didn't begin to think like, oh crap, I have to put on this front that I know what to do, until I realized that she was just looking at me the whole time, waiting for me to get out of the car, fix the tire. I can't sit here and confess to her that this whole time I've been lying, and then she has to call her father and be like, hey, can you come fix this tire? Peyton doesn't know how to do it, so can you come over here and be a man? And then he comes and just looks at me in judgment, and I have to like dab his sweat while he's doing real man's work, and I'm sitting there in shame. That can't happen, so I have to die with the lie. She turns to me and says, hey, I have a spare tire in the trunk with everything you need. I go, thank you. I'll be right back. You sit tight right there while I go fix this tire. I go to the back of the car, lift up the trunk. What do you know? All the utensils you need to fix a flat tire right there. This shit might as well have been from NASA, because I have no idea what I'm looking at this point. But as I was looking in dire panic at all these utensils, I did see the little crowbar utensil that you use to get the little nuts and bolts off the tire to take the tire off. I saw that there. I know how to use that at least. That's step one. At least I'll get that taken care of. So as I grab this little crowbar, I go to the malfunction wheel. I begin to twist this lever back and forth to get all the nuts and bolts off this tire. That's the extent of my knowledge. I'm in panic mode now. Don't know what to do at all at this point. So now I'm in escape mode. How do I get out of this situation at this point now? My first thought was to stab the spare tire, but I was like, no, she would know that something happened. She knew that that tire wasn't stabbed 15 minutes ago. I have to think of something else. So I thought in my brain at the time, if I got rid of one of these nuts and bolts that I just twisted off the wheel, we wouldn't be able to put the spare tire on. We would have to call AAA and the coast would be clear for good old Peyton. So what did I do? You're damn right. I took one of those nuts and bolts, chucked it into the woods, never to be seen again. I was like, all right, the coast is clear for me. I'm home safe now. So when I get back to the front of the car and tell her the situation, she's like, oh no, how is that even possible? Like, how does it just go missing? What do you mean it was just there? And I was like, I don't know. You hit it pretty hard. Maybe you should drive slower. I don't know. I kid you not that this woman goes, oh, all right, I guess I'll just have to call my dad and see what he wants me to do about it. No. Are you sure you want to do that? You don't have to call him anything else but your father, please. She goes, oh no, don't worry about it. My dad lives like right down the road from here. He'll be able to drive up here real quick and figure out the situation. In my mind, a little bit of panic, but then I thought, hey, I got rid of the evidence. Nothing for me to worry about. That nut and bolt, gone forever. No way that he'll know that it was me that got rid of this nut and bolt. He'll see that we can't put this tire back on the car. I'll be good to go. About 15 minutes go by. I see father coming down the road in one of the biggest trucks I've ever seen in my life. It was like one of those monster truck cars that could run over 8 Honda Civics and he wouldn't even feel it. There is no need for that size of a truck on the open road. Why do you have such a big vehicle? The father gets out of the truck and immediately he makes the most disappointed look at me and I'm like, hey, it's not my fault. I tried everything I could. The nut and bolt is missing. What do you want me to do about it? I tried my best. He goes, Peyton, come with me to the back of the truck where the tire's messed up. And I'm like, okay, I'll show you that we can't put this tire together. No problem. I'll walk you right to it. As we get to the back of the car, he says in a real low octave, Peyton, what's wrong? And I go, one of the nuts and bolts is missing. We can't put the tire back on the car. He pauses for a second and goes, so what's the problem? The nut and bolt is, the nut and bolt is missing, one of them. We can't put that back onto the car. I think I just said that pretty clear, no? I swear he looks at me and goes, really? He said, well, one bolt is not going to stop you from putting the tire back onto the car, is it? Maybe not in this new model. I don't know. He looks at me again and he goes, Peyton, where's the bolt at? I'm bad under pressure. I cannot lie straight on whenever somebody puts me in a predicament to answer a question. I do not have the power within me to lie right on the spot when I'm put into a pressure situation. So immediately I go, in the woods. It's in the woods. He's like, yeah, Peyton, I'm gonna need you to go get that bolt for me. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Let me just go over to the woods real quick. Don't look at me as I go over there. I don't think you understand the embarrassment of having to scour through the woods. I'm pushing over leaves, branches, 4 Loco bottles to retrieve this bolt that I just threw to try to save my ass 10 minutes ago. I find the little nut or bolt or whatever it is. I give it to him. He fixes the tire in front of me. That was one of the most quiet and awkward car rides back ever. Safe to say, didn't talk to that girl after that, and I'm sorry for lying. I was just trying to impress you. All right, this is the part of the podcast that I'm a little nervous about. If you've been a fan of the podcast or you watch the TikToks regularly, you have seen the story that I had about the first date that might not have gone too well, where the lovely woman threw the Top Golf Club at the top of the roof, dust in my mouth. We went to Dave & Buster's. She busted her face wide open, and then she gave me some kind of token. I don't know what that was. So a lot of you in the comments have been like, we want to know her side of the story. Why don't you get her on the show? Not gonna happen. I'm not gonna have her physically on the show, but I do think it's fair that we get her perspective. So I'm gonna call her. I have given her okay, first of all, before we do this, she did give me permission to tell this story on the podcast. I'm a nice guy. I had to make sure she was comfortable of getting the story out there. So I sent it to her before I posted it, gentleman-like as I am, and I did ask her if she would like to recant or recall the story here on the podcast. So I'm gonna call her. I am very nervous. Like I'm not joking. Like right now, like there's sweat happening in my body. So I'm gonna call her, and we're gonna go through this date and hopefully find out what that thing was that she gave me. God, I hope this goes good. So here we go. All right, we're gonna call her and see how it goes.
Hello.
Hi, this is Peyton from the You Should Know podcast. How are you doing?
I know who you are.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you know you're live on the podcast here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am nervous about calling you. You do know why I am calling you. What'd you say?
Am I being pranked?
No, not at all. I just wanted to, let you tell your side. Do you remember our lovely date that we went on with the Top Golf, the Dave & Buster's, all that fun times?
Yeah, I had a great time.
Well, good, good. Well, I don't know if you've read the comments of the video where, you know, people were saying we want to hear her side of the story. We want to know what she thought of everything, because, you know, it wasn't the most conventional of dates. Like, a lot of things happened. So I just want to go down the line, you know, get your perspective of everything and, you know, answer some of the fans' questions, if that's okay.
What did they want to know? I mean, I thought it was great.
Okay, that's, as long as you thought it was great, that's great with me, because I thought it was great too. I thought it was a fun old time.
Well, to be very honest, I was nervous, so I thought that, like, if I, like, hyped myself up, like, I would be really good at this stuff, because I'm not really good at games. Obviously, that didn't work, but it left an impression on you, so I thought it would make me memorable.
Oh, I mean, you're a lovely woman. You would be memorable regardless of this, but this made it like a top tier special thing. And now, around 3 million people have, you know, enjoyed our experience with this. But I need more detail here. So like, whenever you know, you went first on the golfing thing, and it was literally the first swing we did at Top Golf, and you happened to, you know, let go of the club and hit the ceiling. What was going through your mind at the time?
It was honestly like a oh shit, but, you know, at the same time, I thought, like, you might like it, so I don't know.
No, it was honestly, you know me, I have, you know, good amount of anxiety. It did bring me a little anxiety, but it did make me more comfortable, you know, going forward. So I'm glad to know that you didn't go through, you know, the rest of the day like having a concern of like, oh, he thinks I'm whatever, unless you did.
I didn't really have any concerns other than, like, I mean, I gave you that gift and you didn't really say much, and we haven't been on another date since, so I don't know.
Well, that's kind of what I want to talk about. What I do appreciate the gift. It was a lovely gift. It was nice and round and pink, and it was nice, and I enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm an honest man. I don't know what that was, and I want to kind of get clarification on what exactly was it, because I still have it. It's in my pocket actually right now as we speak. But what was that gift?
Well, you can get them from crystal shops. It's a crystal. It's rose quartz. I don't know if you know what that is.
No.
It's each crystal has a different meaning, just like the stones do, and, you know, all that stuff. So it just has a meaning behind it. That's all.
Okay.
And I thought it was fitting for our situation.
What do you know? Would you happen to know the meaning of the crystal? Because I think that's sweet. I think that's a very nice thing to do. What is the meaning of it?
It's it emits strong vibrations of love.
Oh, nice. Okay, great. And that's very nice that you thought of me to get that.
I thought that's where we were, like, headed, you know, because everything just went so great.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Did you think everything went good? Like, it was great?
No, honestly, like, you know me, I'm an awkward guy. Like, I'm always causing the awkward, and I honestly feel like my awkwardness had rubbed onto you, and I was actually the cause of that. And I was worried that you were worried about how it went, but I thought it was great. Like, I had a great time, and I was comfortable enough to, you know, talk about it again. And this is the overall question. I know I'm, you know, randomly hitting you up and like asking you these questions like an interview, but do you think, you know, should we go on, because a lot of the comments have been like, you should go on a second date with her, she's the one, this is your future wife. Do you think we should go on a second date?
I do. I think that we should go bowling. And that's actually one of those, like, arcade games that I'm actually good at.
Yeah, no, I would love to go bowling. It would be a great time. I'm not very good at it. Hopefully I don't, you know, throw the ball in somebody else's lane, do one of the lane violations. We might have to do bumpers on mine. I haven't bowled since about 1973, since the Pendigreedial War, since Jesus was a baby. But we can definitely go bowling. And we'll get that scheduled and locked in, and then we can hopefully have another story to tell people.
Yeah, make sure you bring the crystal.
I will bring it. I 100% will bring it. It is with me now, and I will bring it. So thank you for being so cool and allowing me to post the TikTok and put it on the podcast and doing this interview. So I will text you after this.
Okay, look forward to it.
All right.
I don't know how that went. I think I went blind 90% of that. I don't know what I said. I don't know what that. I'm. Who. I hope that came across well, because me and her are cool. Like, we're like, it's like, this sounds bad, but like, not like friends, but like, we're like cool to the point we like joke around with each other type of vibe. So I hope that wasn't awkward as I am right now. I'm sweating so bad. But guys, that's another episode of the You Should Know podcast. I'm never doing anything like that again. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the You Should Know podcast, season 2, episode 17. Guys, these past couple weeks have been so crazy. I got so much going on. So sorry if this couple podcasts have been weird. We're going to get back on track. If you liked it, thank you so much. That means I love it if you like it. Make sure to leave a comment if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram for the DreamCon video updates. It's at PSH8. Hit that subscribe button. And remember, 1 out of 10 koala bears don't make it home to Christmas. I'll see you guys next time. Actually, before we end, I don't know who is here at the end. I didn't even do a secret code. The secret code is pretty pictures of Peyton from the intro. I remember that from 24 hours ago. The secret code is pretty pictures of Peyton. Now, if you do the secret code this episode, that means you really watch to the end. Also, you get this tidbit. It's going to be a future story. Yesterday, I accidentally, whenever you take your contacts out at night, and you put them into your little holder and you put the solution in, and the solution is good for your eyes. I accidentally put nasal spray into the solution cup, put my contacts over there. They baked overnight into the contact case. I put them in this morning full of nasal spray. I went blind for 3.5 hours. Like, literally, I almost went to the ER. Like, it was so much pain. But you'll get that story later. I love you so much, guys. 1 out of 10 koala bears don't make it home to Christmas, and pretty pictures of Peyton. All right. PPP is the code. See ya.